first off, I'd like to know, how did this museum start?
Well, my sister Jacqueline, and that is a picture of Jacqueline when she graduated from St. Mary's High School just a block away in 1949. This was my sister's house, and she and her husband were living in this small house when she became ill in 1993. And we had high hopes for her recovery at the beginning, but it was really only 7 months from the time that she was diagnosed with multiple myeloma until the time that she died. So when she passed away on July 20th, 1994, her husband stayed here for a little while, perhaps a couple of months, and then afterwards he went back to Chicago where their children were, because they had come home to help me take care of our father, who was in his 80s then and needed our help. So when Jacqueline died and her husband left, this left this house empty. It was vacant, it was abandoned. In a sense, I could hardly bear to look at it because it brought back such intense memories of my sister. But at that same time, I was a member of a local group that was just beginning to document local Black history. And we were getting so much of it, we didn't have a place to put it. So I told the other members of the committee that if they wanted to use this house, which was vacant, to store it, we could do that, you know, and we could begin to catalog, get a record, and identify and number everything that was here. And it was actually Tillman, Mr. Whitley, who had the idea for an African American museum. And we all thought he was nuts, because as you can see, this is a small house. It's a small house museum. It's nowhere of the scale and scope that you would think about when you think museum. But Tillman said, no, we can do this. And the important thing is that it will be the only African American museum that we've got. You know, we don't have to try and raise $1 million to hire an architect. You know, we can start with this small neighborhood museum. And we all got together, and that's what we did. Tillman and his wife Dorothy made the first curtains that we had here almost 20 years ago. Tillman, through his connections in Vicksburg and elsewhere, was able to get a lot of the collections that you see round about. And Leona Stringer had a wonderful collection of pictures and letters from the old St. Mary's Catholic School. That was a major part of our first big collection. And Dr. Josephine Calloway and her children came in here. Her brother helped to paint the house. He was hanging the door and doing the floors the morning of the day that we opened.